We also see that they're less active, physical activity has gone down, dietary habits have gotten worse. And this is doubly concerning because we saw that people with COVID, with obesity, people living with overweight and obesity who had COVID had worse outcomes, more ICU admissions, more deaths. So it was like, yeah, COVID, in some ways, I've heard some people say it's the result, the high mortality that we saw from COVID is the result of our failure to deal with obesity and overweight in the population earlier. In the WHO European region, we have probably the biggest obesity surveillance initiative in the world for children. And that's really, really high quality data. So it's where we go in, we get nationally representative samples, and we actually measure the children using the same method in every school, every child. And that data shows us that 1 in 3 kids is overweight and obese in our region. And that really worries us because we know if you're overweight and obese, if you're living with overweight and obesity as a child, you're likely to track that into adulthood. We live in environments where we have easy access to cheap and delicious food, and where it's really easy to be sedentary all day. We know our children are just barraged with advertising, increasingly in the digital world. Even when they're on video games, they're seeing ads for foods high in fat, sugar, and salt. We know that they're really susceptible to that. Breastfeeding rates in the exclusive breastfeeding rates in the WHO European region are really low relative to other regions in the world. And we know that breastfeeding is one thing that protects a child from obesity and overweight later in life. It's not just about telling individuals to change their behavior. It's about policy change. So sugary drinks, sugar sweetened beverage taxes, and I think having restrictions on advertising for children, especially, increasing access, people having access, equitable access to high quality obesity management services.
Cuando se hace una va el permiso de cuando hice un lado y hice el otro.